Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Miami Dolphins. Hi again, everyone, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Dolphins, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And this one complete to Julius Thomas. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Probably. I don't know. You ain't... No, I shouldn't.
Second down, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. And a look at the starters for the Miami defense.
Unlike everyone, I've got a soft spot for the underdog story. And even though Rashad Jones was taken in the 5th round, which isn't so bad, still to think that he's now a perennial Pro Bowl player, went to a second Pro Bowl this past January, that's coming almost out of nowhere. But why does he do it? Covers well, tackles well, but best of all, he leads. That secondary that he plays with, they followed him.
To the air again with Bridgewater. Able to push his way through. A grab made by Curtis over the middle. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. Third down conversion here's big. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw a short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots down the field.
Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll try to run for the crowd. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is this is going to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have back on their heels.
Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now we're rolling. This is below Powell. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air, on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. On the right side, and this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Here's a 2nd-round pick. Many scouts thought he could have gone higher than that.
And I was one of them. Even though I didn't scout for any particular team, I had a 1st-round grade on him. And frankly, I'm surprised he lasted to the 2nd round. They got a steal with this player.
And you take a look at this draft class from a season ago. Really, it grades out as a pretty darn good class.
So you have to give a lot of credit to the entire scouting organization. General manager, personnel department, college scouts, all came together. They evaluated it very well and got a nice payoff.
Now, prior to the snap, we hit all zeros as time has run out on the 1st quarter of play. 0-0 our score, and we will return to MetLife Stadium after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back now with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down. Draw play. Tannehill goes right. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
I call that play a success. Nice inside run. Sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. Now he gets his target. It's Kenny Stills. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Tannehill finding Stills, and it's a Dolphin first down. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it now. The confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And this is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And it's caught by Parker. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Tannehill with a hook up to Parker for the Dolphin first.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
Well, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And there's a nice catch by Mike Gesicki, the rookie out of Penn State. And partner, you saw him when you were covering Big Ten football. He didn't block very many people. That's not what they asked him to do. They asked him to go catch the ball. We just saw there.
Absolutely right, and he can do it with the best of them.
And how about him in his high school video? Did you ever see any of that with him dunking basketballs and spiking volleyballs? His athletic ability is off the charts.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Come on.
And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Steve McClendon able to get in there and drop him behind the line. That's something this coaching staff told us they want to see a lot more of this season.
I imagine the entire time in the offseason when these guys were taking breaks from watching film, when they were out running and doing all the other things, all they were thinking about is, how do we create more sacks? They loved what they just saw there.
Because they were near the bottom of the league in 2017. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They begin with a run by Corral. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Halftime, the coach is back. He made it through the first weekend. That's the good news, and he's going to regale you with stats and scores from around the NFL here in the early games in Week 2.
You think he questioned coming back for Week 2, having to work with us?
I think he did. He's just happy that he is far away in Orlando. The second down throw for Bridgewater. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Bridgewater on first down. A little dump off for Corral. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. First down, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. William Hayes in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Out of the gun, Bridgewater.
Oh, come on.
Incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and it's third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
And that was a nice catch, and if the goal was to get into field goal range, it certainly appears that they accomplished that.
Well, and sometimes that's what you dial up in these situations, right, when you want 3?
Well, if the goal was to get into field goal territory, even though it'll be a long attempt, I think they accomplished that.
And sometimes you have plays for that. It's not always a first down when you want 3. Get a little bit closer, make it an easier shot.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to concede to the defense, and they know what you're trying to get done, and to try and get any more than that is almost folly. Take what you can get, maybe have an opportunity to put 3 points on the board.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good, and that will nut things up here late in the first half. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. But in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
And out come the Dolphins now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Tannehill now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll start with a little East versus West in the AFC, and it's the LA Chargers heading east to take on Buffalo, and it's the Bills who have the lead in that one. The rookie, Josh Allen, with 2 touchdown passes. From there, we'll head to Washington. Check out the Redskins at home at FedEx Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Alex Smith, a touchdown pass. Lastly, we head to the Gulf Coast to check on the Bucks at home in Tampa. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. 2 touchdown passes there for Jameis Winston. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been as tight as we expected. All tied through one half of play. The call of the second half. Let's get it back to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, a combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into anything.
And still over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Finding his way through contact. And throw right side complete to Parker. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply.
Ah! No! How the fuck does this fumble that? Oh, come on. This is bullshit. How does he fumble that? Are you fucking kidding me?
So many times, tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know, head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys,
computer, man.
It's a cliche, but it applies here.
Santos with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone.
Wow.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Got ripped there.
Dolphins getting set to go here.
Real ripped.
The Dolphins break the huddle. Come up first and 10 at their own 26. Now Tannehill. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road in just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense.
That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Miami. 49 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there, partner. I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And he slides to avoid the hit. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So 3 plays already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Tannehill now to throw.
Oh, come on.
Just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Henry Anderson able to collapse the pocket and drop it for a loss of a yard.
On any first and goal, the real estate to work with for the offense is really cut down, and the defense knows it. So they often bring heat and pressure, which they did on this.
Oh, Jesus!
It's not a big one.
Jesus!
Yards in this position is tough for an offense.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Come on, somebody catch something, man. It's in your...
This is what force meets force.
Ah!
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play. Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because
What computer on some bullshit?
situation, right? You made them kick the field goal, and yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better when they're off the field.
And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out come the Jets. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies to try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Takes this one across the 35 to the 36. A gain of about 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater.
Yes!
The contact made the ball roll free and brings up 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 11. They go play action here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop it before you get a good head of steam going.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Tannehill on 1st down. His throw incomplete. Morris Claiborne, the former #1 pick of the Cowboys there defensively.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down? The offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock it out of the way and bring up 2nd down.
Oh, come on!
There, a nice hit.
Fuck!
Gets the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Keep dropping the fucking ball, dog.
3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
Go.
Dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about
Stop dropping the fucking rock.
23 yards on the play.
good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to over the middle.
Oh, my God.
They get to him back at the 40. Leonard Williams in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Not nobody can block.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this is caught. It's Parker. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep
looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Amendola, the intended receiver.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Bridgewater now on second down.
Come on! Are you fucking...
It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him.
What do you mean by that, Bro?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this. It'll describe the scenario.
Isaiah Crowell, he's all alone. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me?
76 yards. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
Had the game right there.
And just gets through it. How about the
Wow.
explosiveness? The first to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And nothing but daylight ahead. 30, 10, and the Miami Dolphins are into the end zone. And that big fourth quarter return, Charles, makes this a one-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they said a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for two? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
Looking at the numbers from a season ago, the Dolphins only went for two once, and they got it. They'll try another here. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the two-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a three-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a two-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Jets offense now works their way back on the field. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football. What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he's blocked down. 10 more there and another first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So after the sack here, 2nd and 14. On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And he's got some space here. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute.
Oh, you got to catch that.
Here's the execution. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there. And it's often hard after you played really well early, and then you kind of relax a little bit. But he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Leonard Williams in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call.
Pass interference. Defense.
So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
One last throw here for Tannehill. Now a desperation throw deep. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job.
I think it's rip me off of that fumble.
And we know that every play during a game
Y'all rip me the fuck off of that fumble.
Which one's going to be one of the key ones? But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Jets,
Keep playing.